So it doesn't look like we are in democracy. And for Alhaji Lai Mohammed to say that those who are against the bill are the ones that have access to the media, that is, in fact, that is not expected from somebody who says is the information minister, because even the radio station that we are talking here, aside from the fact that it is owned by the people, is opinion. So I think it is something. I mean, the same thing with the other newspaper, other radio stations and newspapers. So the right to let people know your feelings, to know your opinion, is guaranteed by the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So for the ministers to say that is very, very wrong. Now, aside from that, this bill, we remember that when we talked about it the other time, the people who represented it said they will not do the needful, that everything that had to be done had been done in the 8th assembly. That is very, very wrong. That is very, very undemocratic. And then for the representatives of Alhaji, President Muhammad Buhari, to say that they will go ahead with it, whether people like it or not, because it is going to benefit the people. People you say it is going to benefit, say they don't want it. Must you force it on them? So it is undemocratic. And that bill, I don't think it should see the light of the day.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Let me move into the story from page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune. Don't borrow to finance development, Sanusi tells government. Former Emir of Kano, Alhaji Muhammadu Sanusi, has advised government to invest in human capital and create enabling environment for investments instead of borrowing to finance development. Sanusi, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, gave the counsel at the Kaduna Economic and Investment Summit, CADINVEST 5.0, on Tuesday. He lauded the Kaduna state government for not just increasing its internally generated revenue, IGR, but providing infrastructure and creating the enabling environment for both democratic and foreign investments to thrive. We have don't borrow to finance development, Sanusi tells government.
I don't know what to say about this, because what we have always heard about from our governments, federal and states, is that they need to borrow money from lenders in order to provide facilities, to provide infrastructure, and not the rest. And here is a former emir of Kano saying that they should not borrow for development. That it is ambiguous, because development, is it infrastructural development or human resources development? Because when you invest in development of human beings in order to enhance development, general development of your state or the nation, it is part of development. So if he says government should not borrow for development, I don't really understand what he meant. He meant by saying so. But the fact of the matter is that if money is borrowed, probably to provide certain infrastructure, it should be seen to have been spent on that particular infrastructure that they have intention to provide. And the major problem we have is corner cutting. So people, when the money is borrowed, if it is 20 naira, instead of being spent on that thing, you see them spending about 8 naira, 7 naira, and pocketing the rest. So if money is borrowed for the developmental programs that government has conceived, then I think it's okay.
All right, thank you very much for that one. Let me take some couple of stories from Edo State. Fight is over, Obaseki tells Oshomole as he receives certificate of return. Oba of Benin, Odigi Oyegun, congratulates Obaseki. The governor was on his best reconciliatory mood on Tuesday as he told his erstwhile principal and benefactor, Adams Oshomole, that the fight is over. The governor extended the olive branch when he received his certificate of return as the winner of last Saturday's governorship election in the state on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. And taking the show of reconciliation and magnanimity a notch higher, the governor and governor elect extended a hand of friendship to those who stood against their re election bid by calling on the All Progressives Congress APC, the governorship candidate of the APC, Osagi Izeyamu, and other members of the APC to join hands with the administration in developing the state. And another one here, Edo Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal set up. The president of the Court of Appeal, Justice Monica Dongba Mensem, has established the Election Petitions Tribunal Secretariat and in Edo State. Secretary to the tribunal, Sunday Martins, said in a statement on Tuesday that the secretariat of the tribunal is now open to receive petitions arising from the election. Edo governorship election petitions in this 430 million consultancy fees allegation Akeredolu's son to institute legal action against deputy governor. Following allegations leveled against the son of the Ondo State Governor Babajide Akeredolu by the state's deputy governor, Honorable Agbola Ajayi, during his campaign, Babajide said he had instructed his lawyers to institute legal action against Ajayi in court over defamation of character. Babajide, who stated this in a statement personally signed by him, described the allegations as not only false, wicked, treacherous, but a deliberate attempt to malign his personality for clear political gains. 430 million consultancy fees allegation. Akeredolu's son to institute legal action against deputy governor. What do you think about Obaseki extending the olive branch to Shomole and, of course, Osage Izeyamu of the APC?
Yeah, I think one of those things that one should watch when one gets to power is one's behavior and utterances. I am so happy that the governor of the renewed governor, the re-elected governor of Edo State, has corrected himself, because it was all over the media that he said that he was going to deal with his erstwhile godfather if he should foment any trouble and all the rest. And one remembers that immediately after the election was over, people who congratulated him advised him to be magnanimous in victory. So one of those things that one should watch in life is power. Power is very, very intoxicating. So for him to have spoken the way he spoke the other time was not good. But thank God that he corrected himself. And I know that he deliberately said what he said in order to correct himself, because there was unpleasant reaction. There were unpleasant reactions from people when he said what he said earlier. So it is so good that he came out with that position that yes, the former APC chairman, who was his sworn enemy before the election, and the hottest contestant with him, Izeyamu, that he welcomes them, and they should team up to make their state, Edo State, greater than it is. So it's a welcome development.
Right. Thank you very much. Let me take this one. The Nigerian Air Force names crew room after Arutile. The Nigerian Air Force on Tuesday immortalized late flying officer Tululokbe Arutile by naming the renovated and remodeled pilot's crew room at the 115 Special Operations Group Port Harcourt after her. The pilot, 24, died on July 14, 2020, after she was knocked down by an SUV driven by her former classmate at the Nigeria Air Force base in Kaduna. The Nigeria Air Force, in a statement by its spokesman, Commander Bikunle Damola, said the crew room housed an operations briefing room, computer room, and library, pilots' life support room and lounge, as well as a kitchen, dining room, changing room for pilots on standby, and several restrooms. Nigeria Air Force names crew room after Arutile. And NUC issues new directives on reopening of varsities. The National Universities Commission has released new directives to vice chancellors of Nigeria universities for safe reopening of these universities. The NUC directive was contained in a memo addressed to the vice chancellors, signed by the Directorate of the Executive Secretary's Office, Chris Mayaki, on Tuesday. The commission directed universities to conclude their resumption arrangements in line with the guidelines of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. NUC issues new directives on reopening of universities. And let me also take this one. Federal government takes over revenue management of NNPC, Customs, FIRS, NCC, others. Post directors of revenues from AGF. Pressured by dwindling revenues and heavy debt burden, the federal government on Tuesday moved to boost its resources by directly taking over control of revenue management of its 10 most lucrative enterprises. The 10 government owned enterprises, named in the first phase of the initiative, are Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC), Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA), Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency (NIMASA), Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS), and Nigeria Customs Service (NCS). Others include Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC), Department of Petroleum Resources (DPR), Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria (FAA), and Nigeria Shippers Council (NSC). At the opening of a 3-day orientation program for 50 directors of revenue who are to be posted to various GOEs in Abuja, Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, said the initiative was in compliance with the presidential approval conveyed by the Secretary General of the Federation's circular dated October 16, 2018, on the approved revenue performance management framework for government-owned enterprises. Federal government takes over revenue management of NNPC, Customs, FIRS, NCC, others, post directors of revenues from AGF. Mr. Femi Olukunle, what do you say to this?
Yeah, I think it is very good because there's nobody who doesn't know that there are so many leakages in financial system in this country. But you see, it is so good that the federal government has woken up to its responsibility by ensuring that those leakages are plugged. However, I don't know. I just pray that the new experiment succeeds because we still have people there. There are so many people who have itching fingers, who know how to pay for, and they know how to circumvent any good ideas. So the directors that have just been posted there, they are individuals, and they cannot be everywhere. But you see, I don't know. We just need to continue to say it until God helps those who pocket the commonwealth, the national resources into their own private accounts to stop the idea, because it is seriously eroding developmental processes. So I think I pray they succeed. I pray they succeed.
All right. CBN says economy may bounce back by December 2020, reduces MPR to 11.5%. The Monetary Policy Committee (MPC) of Central Bank of Nigeria rose from its 2-day meeting on Tuesday with a prediction that Nigeria will enter a V-shaped recession, meaning it will be entered into and exited almost immediately. The meaning is that the country will enter a recession in the third quarter of 2020 to be followed immediately in the fourth quarter or first quarter of 2021 with economic growth. This is that it's reduced the monetary policy rate MPR, which is the rate at which it lends money to banks, to 11.5%. CBN says economy may bounce back by December 2020, reduces MPR to 11.5%. And federal government moves to recover unpaid revenues from lottery operators, inaugurates task force. The federal government has taken a bold step to block what it terms significant losses by recovering unpaid revenues from lottery operators and permit holders from 2015 till date. Towards this, the Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Senator George Akume, on Tuesday inaugurated an 11-man ministerial task force to recover the unpaid revenues to government coffers. And another one here, Kyari decries PIB delay, says foreign investors losing confidence. The group managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Malam Kyari, has said there is a need for Nigeria to act fast and address the loss of foreign investors' confidence in the country's oil and gas industry. Kyari noted that the uncertainty in the industry created by the long delay in the passage of the Petroleum Industry Bill had led to a number of divestments from the country in the recent past. He said the absence of a stable fiscal environment was inhibiting the growth of the industry, especially the upstream sector. Carry the Christ PIB delay says foreign investors are losing confidence. What do you say to Nigeria's economy and the predictions are saying there would be a recession in the third quarter and be followed immediately with a rise and development in our economy?
Yes, it is so good that we have been forewarned. And they always say that to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So good that everybody has been put on alert. However, if they say we may experience recession, it is not surprising because the effect of this COVID-19, because it's even shut down the economy, and the economy is just trying to wake up now. And the spending is not shut down. Government has been spending, and people's source of income has shrunk, and then one expects this kind of thing to happen. However, it is so heartwarming that economy is opening up gradually, and then we just pray that we don't have resurgence of this COVID-19 pandemic again, as it is being experienced in some countries. So we pray it doesn't happen in our country, so that we may open up properly the economy, and then every necessary things that we have to do in order to ameliorate the harsh effect of the economy problem that has been predicted, so that we may have that. And it is heartwarming that by the end of the year, by December, going into January next year, the economy will bounce back. So it is good. But what is of paramount importance is that the handlers of our economy should please do the needful, so that even if we are going to have any recession, the effect will not be too biting, too harsh on the people. So that is.
All right, thank you very much. Let me go into some labor story now. Electricity fuel hike price. NLC-TUC plan total shutdown from September 28. The labor movement is set to commence strike and nationwide protest across the country from September 28, following the failure of the federal government to reverse the increase in the electricity tariffs and pump price of petrol. The Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress said they would work together with their affiliate members to execute the industrial action for maximum effect. Rising from a meeting in Abuja on Tuesday, the National Executive Council of the NLC, comprising the chairpersons of the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, endorsed the decision earlier taken by the Central Working Committee of the Congress last Wednesday. Let's not forget that the CWC, the Central Working Committee, had handed down a 2-week ultimatum to the federal government to reverse the price hike or face industrial action. Electricity fuel price hike. NLC TUC plan total shutdown from September 28. And let me also add that TUC mobilizes state chapters for protests. The TUC, which held a meeting in Lagos to review its mobilization strategies on the forthcoming strike and protest, resolved to collaborate with the NLC and civil society allies to execute the decision.
Yeah, it is guaranteed. The protest is guaranteed in the Constitution, so it is the right of the people to protest if government is doing something that they don't like. And also, they have told government, look, we don't like this policy, and the government insists. Government is adamant, so the people have the right to protest. However, I think for the protest not to come, government should do something. We should not enact the scenario in where Napoleon is always right. When the government comes out with a policy and people say this is not good because we feel it, government does not even feel anything, because those in government live large at the expense of the people. So if government does not want this protest to come, what I think government should do is that they should step down from the height that they are occupying now. All the allowances, bogus allowances that they too are receiving should be slashed seriously. Because if you tell the masses to tighten their belt, to pay more for everything, to pay more tax, then you that are taking bogus, that are taking humongous allowances, why can't you slash all these things? So if you slash it and we are on the same level of endurance, then people will not have any reason to protest. So if they don't do that, the people have the right to say, hey, man, you have to come down to our level and let us feel it together, let us build it together, and later we enjoy it together. Not that the masses will be punished by saying that they should endure, and then you are in your luxury that you have refused to vacate. So it shouldn't be that way.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Femi Olukunle, for that one. And of course, at this point, we would like to inform dear listener that you can call in and be a part of the show for this morning. All you need to do is to check us out on our Facebook page, Pensioners FM. You can drop a comment there. Definitely, we will take your comment for this morning. You can also call our studio lines on 090 81 11 10 67, 090 81 11 1067, or call us on 080 80 10 1067, 080 80 10 1067. Let's have your contribution, your opinion on the water bill that has been brought back for passage, and of course the minister saying that this bill will scale through. And also, what is your opinion and your take on the planned strike by the NLC and the TUC that is to come on the 28th of September? We have a caller right here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. What is the name and where are you calling from?
My name is Obideyi Bolanwa.
You're Deji Bolanwa. From where, sir?
I'm calling from Orita.
From Orita. Go
ahead. Very, very beautiful for the man beside you there.
All right, thank you, sir.
Oh, because all these Nigerians they are just exactly as it should be. You cannot see you ruling over a country. You that are rulers. You are living bogusly. You are living at the expense of only citizens in Nigeria. See now, tariff from electricity price. And we really that we went on to ask again our fuel tariff is very down. They are not thinking that we are talking. They just want to put everything to themselves. It's not the best. So the only thing they can do is to slash everything down. Let us all everybody.
All right, sir.
The impact of this.
All right, sir.
That is it.
Thank you very much for the call, Mr. Obideyi Bolanwa from Orita. You too can be a part of the show this morning. All you need to do is to dial our studio lines on 0908 111 1067, 0908 111 1067. You can also reach us on 0808 010 1067, 0808 010 1067. Mr. Obideyi Bolanwa was there agreeing with Mr. Femi Olukunle, saying that our leaders, politicians, and government officials should shelve their bogus lifestyle and allowances and lower the cost of governance so we can be at par when it comes to feeling the same pain of the hikes in electricity and also petrol pump price. All right, to be a part of the show this morning, don't forget YouTube channel, the same name, Pensioners FM, and you can dial our studio lines 090 81 11 1067, 090 81 11 1067, or 080 80 10 1067, 080 80 10 1067. Let's begin to move into the states now. In Oyo State here, Oyo APC crisis not over. Unity Forum rejects Alao Akala as leader. But after we answer this call, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Johnson, where are you calling, sir?
Iwo Road.
Johnson from Iwuru. Thank you for calling the show. Quickly, your reaction this morning.
Well, I don't think this protest will amount to much. This government is not going to listen. Their mind is made up. Like the man in the studio rightly said, that Napoleon is always right. And we have Napoleon as president for now. There's nothing we can do about it. So the best Nigeria can protest for is to agitate for cancellation of constituency projects by these legislators taking bogus money, smiling to their banks at the expense of the common man. So I think agitating for the right thing is what the NLC-TUC should be looking at, and staying close with this government in how the resources are managed. This whole idea of returning the subsidy, the fluke, not going to happen.
All right. What is your opinion on the water bill and what
the water bill
Honorable Lai Mohammed said?
Is Fulani fraud. Buhari will do anything in this world to make sure that fraud happens. They want to annex everything in Nigeria. Fulani man want to raise cattle, if possible, on the Atlantic Ocean. So they will do anything. But I'm sure somehow, when another government comes and there is enough pressure, those are things NLC should be fighting for. Not all these things that will not work. I think we are in trouble. Anyway, it's okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson from Iwuru. You too can be a part of the show this morning, 0908 111 1067 0808 010 Mr. Femi Olukule. Mr. Johnson is of the opinion that the planned NLC and TUC protest won't amount to nothing. Let's answer this call and then I'll get back to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What is the name and where are you calling from?
My name is Da Silva from Apete Ibadan.
Da Silva from Apete Ibadan.
Yeah, Da Silva from Apete Ibadan.
All right, good to have you on the show. Quickly, your reaction this morning.
Yeah, my own take about what happened.
All right.
Is that, like the last caller rightly said, that is for Fulani. That plan is for Fulani. Because ants that arrest the ground must have a purpose. People do not know what actually going on. They don't in type of about. They know what they are doing. So what Nigeria should do, they should stand against that bill. They should be a bulldog. They shout. They will not do anything. At the one time or the other, some of their leaders will go and pocket grip their palms, and that's the end. And this is for how long? When we go outside, we have go how long? And this is like the Nigerians the team has mastered them. For how many days now they create this? We are catching up. So that's the issue. So they should not deceive people. That's my own take.
All right. Thank you very much, Da Silva, for calling the show this morning. You also can be a part of this 0908 111 1067 0908 111 1067 0808 010 1067 0808 010 back to you, Mr. Femi Olukune. Mr. Johnson and also Mr. Da Silva share the same opinion there, saying that TUC NLC strike would not amount to anything. It's just an effort in futility, that they should rather focus on agitating for the cancellation of constituency projects, in the words of Mr. Johnson there. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree.
Okay.
You see, as they were talking, they just reminded me of what Blessed Memory said, that bad governance will fester when good people refuse to talk. You see, whether they achieve their aim or not, the fact of the matter is that let them be seen to be talking. Let them be seen to be ventilating their anger through that protest. And you see, what is happening in this country is not limited within the frontiers of this country. It goes beyond the frontiers of this country. The outside world is seeing all these bills we are talking about, all these hiking this and that we are talking about, and the hardship. The foreign nations also are listening. So if people protest, foreign nations, if we all keep quiet and we show apathy, now we are encouraging them to do more. We are encouraging the government to do more, because it will be their joy for us to keep quiet, and they keep piling all these problems on our heads. So protest is a way of telling government, or strike is a way of stressing it to government that, look, you are punishing us and we are not your donkeys. You are punishing us and you are enjoying.
Okay.
So I think the protest is welcome. So I don't agree with both of them.
All right. You're free to have that opinion. And of course, if you're listening from home and you have a similar opinion, or you have something different from what has been said this morning, you can also do well to call the studio lines on 0908 111 1067. We have another caller here. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What is the name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, Johnson from Iworo. You're welcome. Quickly this time.
I just want to quickly this.
Okay.
It's not as though it's not good that they protest.
All right.
But the challenge is that the protest is rather belated.
Okay.
You see, it has festered for too long. If they have acted immediately with correspondent action, not when people have started buying and then people are beginning to adjust to it. I can put a bet on it. Let's wait and see.
All right, Mr. Johnson, thank you very much for that. Okay, he's saying that this is coming rather late from the NLC and the TUC. They should have reacted immediately, not when people are getting accustomed.
Again from
Okay, that's Silva. Quickly.
But my question is this, please. If they protest, what will be the effect of it presently? Because already people have started, they have raised the prices of the tariff and the president. What will be the effect? Will the government go back?
All right. Basically, they're asking for the reversal of the hike in electricity tariff and also petrol pump price. All right, Mr. Da Silva is gone. But okay.
I think during the Jonathan administration, people protested for a week, and it was after the protest.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Oluyole. This is Shegun.
Shegun from Oluyole. Okay, quickly, your reaction.
What I see is, Buhari himself, there is an hidden, I will call it a kind of politics arrangement in terms of Hausa people ethnicity. Looking at the case of Boko Haram now, people don't actually know that he's actually doing something for his own people. Why would you take someone that's going to kill people to give them amnesty? That's the hidden thing. Those Yoruba people and the others don't know. And when you're looking at this, like what Emmanuel said the other time, he said for Fulani people, the water bill and all of that. See, if there is a situation in this country, Nigeria, that we put in and everything in a man, not God, the man will fail. That is why American is more advanced.
All right.
But men have this way of manipulation. If it is not religious, it's wise with someone that have fear in God personality. People in this country, they are always thinking of ourselves. There is nothing Buhari will want to do if he wants to do it. And there is nothing, it's just only God. I wish to be the president of this country one day.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Yeah, Shegun from Oluyole. All right, he's saying there that whatever the president wants to do, he's trying to have his way this time. But of course, Mr. Femi Olukule, quickly let's round this up because our time is already up on the program for today. But of course, we won't be able to answer this call any longer because right now we have to leave. Thank you very much for coming for the show this morning. It's been a pleasure having you analyze the issues that we've had this morning.
Thank you so
much. And
much.
also special thanks to Ayodeji Bolarinwa from Oitakpemi, Johnson from Iworo, Da Silva from Akbete, Shegun from Oluyole. We are sorry we can't answer any more calls for this morning. But this is the point where we anchor on the program this morning. newspaper review. It's Newsreel on Pensioners 106.7. Do well to join my colleagues again tomorrow at the same time from 7 a.m. to 7:45. I would say that you should keep the conversation going. The man dies who keeps quiet in the face of tyranny, according to Professor Wale Soyinka. Always contribute to national issues. My name is Babafemi Obideyi. Have a lovely day.
Looking for that radio station that will serve you better.
It's the sports, entertainment, you go know we be master.
Information, education, now we get to make you era.
Enter the place, we set the pace, so you come following the race and say
Abarigo Onireke 106.7.
what's the vibration, it could be a balloon.
Abarigo Onireke 106.7.
What's the vibration, it could be a balloon. Kifola kopo shade kishade kopo chalani komago. Titi kola kunletani yola